Welcome back to Wolf Guitars and Gear. Today I'm going to show you what I did with my new pedalboard build.
Okay, so here we go. I've got all the various different pedals that I'm going to put onto my new board here. We'll just take a quick look at it. It's going to be built around the PBC10 Mastermind by RJM Music as a MIDI switcher to control my MIDI pedals. Now comes the part of seeing how all these are going to fit in here. Okay, so here we are. I'm in the process of wiring up my board. I've got all the connections made, as you can see. Open this up under here, it's still a freaking spaghetti mess disaster, but it's cleaner than it was and it all functions. There's still room for a few more toys down here if we really wanted to. Definitely have the power supply there to handle it from Walrus. But now it's time to get the top deck done. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Okay, so here we have it. The pedal board is put together, wired up, and it works. So here we go. Let's take a look here. Like I said, we have obviously the power jack, input jack. Then on the back we've got the loop, and we got the stereo outs over here. So just kind of run you a little bit through how we have this set up here. We've first effect in the chain is the Thorpy Effects Veteran. It's got a treble booster right here, and it's got a modified fuzz face circuit on this side. Absolutely lovely. First pedal up. The second pedal is right here, the Cali 76 Stacked Edition. Absolutely hands down the best compressor I've ever used. You can't get a better pedal compressor than that. You just can't. Next up, underneath here, we have the Dire Wolf from High Winds Effect. That is a modified tube screamer circuit that I have used there. Second off, we'll go to our next overdrive, which is the Mad Professor Sweet Honey Overdrive. And then we go to the Bogner Ecstasy Blue. So that's kind of our three overdrives. The next loop on here is going to be both of these muffs. They're in one loop together, and I have them set up here on the top board so that I can turn one of them off at a time, so that you can kind of just select which one you want, because you probably don't really need two muffs at the same time. It's kind of overkill. From there, like I said, we hit our loop, and then we've got the MD500 into the Big Sky, into the Timeline, into the ACS1 at the end. The reason I've put that at the end instead of at the loop, where you'd typically put an amplifier, is because it does have that headphones out on there. So I did run this direct yesterday. It sounds fantastic. Obviously, there's the ability to turn off the cab sim and use it as a standard pedal board into your amp. So all the way around, just absolutely awesome. Love it. Couple things to note though. As you can see, it's a mess with the wiring. I didn't do the greatest job planning it, but it does work. Oh, I also forgot to mention my little Moog expression pedal there that I'm still working with. But at any rate, it all fits. There's room for more. I think it sounds fantastic. Overall, a success, even if there was a lot of frustration on the way.
So now that you've seen the board, and seen the layout, seen the signal path, I think the thing that doesn't really come across is the time and effort that this took. It took a lot of time to source all the different cables. I had to send some of them back because they were the wrong lengths. Creating your own cables, some of them worked, some of them didn't. Had to redo some of those. Also, being the first time I've ever had a MIDI switcher, that whole thing really threw me for a loop. It took me 10 hours on Friday night to try to put this thing together and get it working. Finally got it working most of the way. There's still a couple details that I'm tracking down, but overall it's working. If I had to right now, I could go out and play and be successful with it as is right now. But definitely a lot more frustration. It looks so easy when you just see a couple things slapped together. And of course, like I said, that doesn't even count in all the carpentry to actually put the physical board together the way that I wanted. So just some thoughts for you to consider as you're looking at it. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you can see kind of the thought process and the options that are available here. Definitely very, very flexible as either a direct rig or using it in front of amplifiers. So hopefully it gives you some ideas. If you liked what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get all future episodes as soon as they're uploaded. And we'll see you next time here on Wolf Guitars and Gear.